Mega Man is and always will be a cultural icon. It's rare for a character to be so recognizable, especially a third-party character. So, what happened? Where has he been? And are we ever going to see him again? The current state of Mega Man is very sad. We only ever see him in cameos or re-releases. The last time we saw a new game was technically Street Fighter Cross Mega Man, which came out in 2012 for PC only. Before that was Mega Man 10, which came out in 2010 for WiiWare, Xbox Live, and PlayStation Network. It's widely accepted that the absence of games is most likely due to longtime series artist and producer Keiji Inafune leaving Capcom in 2010. I'm going to be throwing a lot of Japanese names at you, and I'm going to get them all wrong. So work with me here. The series was originally produced by Tokuro Fujiwara, with Inafune credited as artist. Fujiwara left in 1996, and Inafune took on that producer role. I think it's important to note that Mega Man isn't the brainchild of either of these men. Akira Kitamura is credited for creating the character. He created the pixel art first, and Inafune created the cartoon version we associate the character with today. So Inafune was really just the marketing guy. There's some merit to that. Miyamoto started at Nintendo doing designs on arcade cabinets, but he also then went on to create games from their inception. Akira Kitamura left Capcom after Mega Man 2, so Kitamura only led the first 2 Mega Man games and provided some insight on Mega Man 3. Masahiko Kurokawa, a programmer who worked with Inafune previously on the very important title Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, went on to lead development of Mega Man 3, the best Mega Man. He's credited for every Mega Man game from 3 to X, and also worked on the original Resident Evil. But he left in the middle of 3's development for unknown reasons. This left Inafune to take the helm for the first time, or so he says. In an interview with Nintendo Power, the reason I said that 3 was my least favorite wasn't because of gameplay or that I didn't like the game, but it was mainly because of just what was behind the release of the game. For example, I was forced to put the game out before I thought it was ready, and we lost the main planner, Masahiko Kurokawa, along the way. So I had to basically fill in that role to finish the game. Note the basically part. I thought that we needed more time and we had 2 months to finish the final 50% of the game. I knew that if we had more time to polish it, we could do a lot of things better, make it a better game, but the company said that we needed to release it. The whole environment behind what went into the production of the game is what I least favored. Numbers 1 and 2, I really wanted to make the games. I was so excited about them. Number 3, it just turned out very different. As we all know, different is the nice way of saying it f***ing sucked. These are the circumstances that led to Inafune being so closely related to the success of Mega Man. I like to think that it's similar to how Stan Lee takes the credit for all the things that Marvel does and people just let him have it because he's the loudest voice. Mega Man has had a fairly troubled history with a lot of people taking control of the character and his games. It's not as simple as saying Mega Man isn't the same now that Inafune is gone. While he was important to the character, it's not impossible for it to continue on without him. He's no Kojima. You have important people like Fujiwara, Kurokawa, Kitamura. Hayato Keiji was also really important for the look of Mega Man X. We all know that Inafune went on to create Mighty No. 9, which was a critically panned disaster. He might be the reason for Mega Man's iconography, but that is something that could be easily recreated. Inafune art-directed Mega Man X, but ultimately Keiji is the one who came up with the design. Yes, I opened the book up to make sure I was right with that. There are 4 known Mega Man games that were canceled after 2010. There was Mega Man Maverick Hunter, a Metroid Prime style first-person shooter which looks insane. They went with an over-designed Iron Man style suit. Not much is known about this game besides some early gameplay and concept art. There's also Mega Man Universe, featuring a level creator similar to Mario Maker, which I'm also positive I got to play at New York Comic Con many years ago. I have a fond memory of there being no line and I just walked right up and played a really, really hard level. But I have no proof and there is no solid evidence online that it was ever even demoed at New York Comic Con. There was also Rockman Online, canceled in 2011. This would have been an MMO-style game in which you play with other players who would drop in and drop out Destiny-style. Lastly, there was Mega Man Legends 3 for the Nintendo 3DS, probably the most highly anticipated of the bunch. But if we could be real here, it had a fat chance of ever coming out anyway. Today, we have Mega Man in Smash Bros. We also have X coming out in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. As for dedicated games, we're just getting by with the Legacy collections. Fans took it into their own hands to create Mega Man Maker for the PC. I don't think Mega Man has the same sort of simple level design that Mario has, so making good levels would be a little harder than it is in Mario Maker. But it is still really nice to have seemingly endless levels at your disposal. If you want more Mega Man, I'd also implore you to check out the Gunvolt series. Mighty Gunvolt Burst is on Switch and 3DS now, and Azure Striker Gunvolt is on 3DS and will be out on Switch at the very end of August. Ignore Mighty No. 9 and be very cautious of Red Ash. It reeks of mediocrity. Mega Man might be dead now, but I think one day Mega Man will come back strong. We need an X-like game done right, even though the last 3D side-scrollers left a little to be desired. Here's hoping that Capcom doesn't screw up their most beloved character in the same way that Sega has done many times in the past. So what do you guys think about the state of Mega Man right now? Are you clamoring for a game yourself? Do you think that they could even do a Mega Man game justice now that there's been so many years since a mainline one? And if the franchise were to come back, how would you like to see it? You want another regular Mega Man game? You want another X game? You want a new series altogether? Leave it in the comments below. Add me on Twitter. All the social media garbage. This video is sponsored by me and my TeePublic store. I've got a bunch of designs I did up there. You got stickers, you got shirts, you got phone cases, whatever the hell you want. There's a Mega Man one, and a Splatoon one, and a Sonic one. Anyway, we got new videos every single Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Wednesday nights, Wulff Den Live. Join us for a live podcast every Wednesday where we talk to you. And as always, the most important things that you can do is subscribe and share this video with a friend who has a shelf that looks like this. Anyway, thank you guys very much. Have yourselves a very good week.